Hello everybody, it is Soctober and it is time to do some sock knitting. So I have finally written up my pattern and named it and everything. And this is all you're going to see right now. It will be published as a pay for pattern once I get the last little details done. So I am going to cast on the largest size, I think, and I'm going to go down to the smallest. I might do the smallest first. I'm going to do the smallest first. That's going to kick me in the butt later. But I'm going to start with the smallest size, 0 to 3 months. I'm going to test my own pattern this month. Let's see how long it's going to take me to knit 4 sizes, 4 pairs of baby socks. Ordered crochet hooks for my crochet class I'm teaching later in the month. And I didn't realize that they had the sizes already labeled on the rubber things. And I was trying to pull the rubber off so I could label the size, and then I didn't need to. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let me grab some yarn. I know I already have yarn in my bag, but I want to do something different. So I'm going to take some yarn from here. We're going to knit a blue pair today. Let's start with the blue. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. I did end up going for the largest one, and I cast on, was knitting the first row, first round, and I dropped a stitch of the cast on, and instead of trying to fix it, I just pulled my needles out and started over. But I am now 2 inches in to the cuff, and it's going really well, and I've already found one mistake in the pattern, so for this particular size, so I'm glad I'm testing it. This is the first one I did based off the pattern I had written and guessed as to what the right sizes were. In fact, I was having trouble finding consistent sizes for baby feet. So not entirely my fault. Like it wasn't an error in the writing of the pattern. It was an error in math. Because this fits, according to the size of it, would fit up to a 2-year-old. It's way, way bigger than I wanted it to be. And the cuff is not as long as I would like it to be for the size. So I am knitting this one. This is the 1 year, 9 to 12 months. And my yarn's all tangled up on the needles here. So I've made this cuff quite a bit longer. There we go. So that's where the heel starts. It's significantly longer, and it looks a lot longer because it's so much skinnier, because there are 8 less stitches, which is going to make it the correct size, and then I'm going to knit it a bit shorter on the foot. So I am in the middle of gusset decreases right now. I have about 3 more decreases to do, and then I'll be done with that. And I am on, see, the Scribbles, the first pattern. Every single page has got red and black scribbles all over it. So this was the first draft. And now I am going to find the first page here. I'm on the second draft. I only want to show you the first page because it doesn't have anything real massive info-wise. So I have changed, I've left off width measurements of the finished socks because I didn't like that. And only one page right now has, no, 2 pages has some corrections, but not very much. Things that I missed when I was rewriting it for changing sizes. So, yeah, this is taking a lot of brain power doing this.
I like riding bikes, so this is like nothing to me. Hey! It's bumpy.
Look at him. Okay, go for it.
Oh no,
Go.
you mean that?
Go.
Mom.
Okay, guys, I am not the happiest with my pattern and my testing and my knitting, but we have made 4 socks. So, sock number 1 had the size way off, and this would fit 15 to 24 months. So, a perfectly fine sock, nothing wrong with it. Made some adjustments to the pattern, knit a 9 to 12 month size. You see the difference here is significant. Let me unfold that. I did knit the cuff a little longer. You can see it's a huge difference in the size. So I'm happier with this one, but I have a problem with this pair. The foot's the same length, but my cuff on one is a 1/2 inch longer than on the other. I'm super annoyed about that. Don't think it matters in the grand scheme of things, but they don't match perfectly. I'm not happy with that at all, but I can't do anything about it because I knit these top down. So I can't just unpick the bind off, undo a few rows, and rebind off. It doesn't work that way when you knit top down. So I went down, I'm done with those. I will discount them if I need to, if I'm going to sell them, or I will give them or something, because they're not perfect. Oh well. Anyway, the next sock I made, because I successfully tested the 9 to 12 month size. It is the size it's supposed to be. A little bit longer in the foot than it should be, but who cares? It'll fit a little bit longer or fit a slightly bigger baby, whatever. So I decided to go for the 6 to 9 month size, and I've got a stitch marker right where I transitioned from cuff to foot so that I can measure the second one so it'll fit properly. I'm so tired of making all these mistakes. It's just non-stop mistakes on this test knit, and I want to sell these socks, and I'm really getting frustrated. All the work to make these, and they're not turning out right. But I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with how this is working out. The toe decreases took a little bit more length than I anticipated, so I've had to adjust that in the pattern. I am going to knit the second one exactly how I knit this one, and so that they match. I know it's correct in the pattern now. It's fine. The toe decreases took 1 inch instead of 3/4 of an inch, so the sock is like slightly longer than it should be. I don't care. Just don't care. I'm to the point where I'm so frustrated with my inability to measure that I'm just going to go with it. So I did decide to make the cuff a little longer in the pattern. When I was making changes to the pattern for sizes, I decided a slightly longer cuff would be better, so they will stay on better. The bigger the size, the longer the cuff needs to be, I think. So yeah, I'm going to knit the second one of these and to match this one. And then I don't think I'm going to test the 3 to 6 months, because the only difference is the length of the foot. I might go ahead and do that, but if I do, I'll probably do it last, just to make sure that my adjustment to where to stop the foot and start the toe is correct, so I get the correct final measurement, finished measurement. Yeah, that's the word. My brain is not braining today. I think I left my brain at the gym this morning. Whatever. I didn't even do anything. I just moved plates around. So I need to knit the second one of these, and I have one more size to test knit for sure before I can publish this pattern. So the goal is to get this pattern published by the end of the next vlog, by the end of the month for sure. And it will be a pay for pattern because it is well, because I want to. It's my prerogative, right? Anyways, they are ribbed across the top, which means that they stretch a lot. Like, that ribbing really stretches, so it'll fit a lot of different size feet. That is important. I do need some name suggestions for these. I thought about socks that grow, wiggle proof socks. I don't like the names I'm coming up with, so I need help with names. Put a name suggestion for these baby socks in the comments, please. They are ribbed in the cuff and down the top of the foot, but not the toe. And that's just to make life as simple as possible. So yes, name suggestions, please, for these little baby socks that go up to a year, unless you get the measurements wrong and then they go up to 2 years. Maybe at some point I will write a pattern for kid socks that, toddlers that go up to, 5-year-old, maybe? I don't know. Let me know if you're interested in the toddler version of this pattern. But first of all, I need a name suggestion. I'm going to quit rambling and just wrap up the vlog. I know I don't have as much done as I had hoped I would have done, but I am still trying to finish a Christmas gift and do other stuff. So yeah, if all I do is get this pattern tested so that I can publish it by the end of the month, I will have been quite happy with my progress for Soctober. Yeah. With that, I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hype it if you can. And leave a comment. Leave your comments down below. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me while I knit baby socks and test and tech edit my own pattern. That's really hard to do, by the way. Yeah, appreciate you so much. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.